I was a wide-eyed soul, searching high and low. When I found you on that day, then the answer was clear. Winds drift others away, but we will always be near.
So Oscar joined our family, I think it was around January. So we had lost our cat Daisy. She was 11, she died of cancer. We lost her really suddenly, and we decided the day after she had passed to go to Maclean just to help with our grieving and just go see some kitties. We weren't there to go get an animal, we were just there to look. And when we were in there and we were meeting with them, Oscar, he was trying to steal the show. Our hearts were kind of swaying towards Oscar, and we were just like, okay, I think we want Oscar. He has helped us so much in the grieving process of Daisy. He has so much energy, and he brings so much laughs to our family.
Daisy, when you would take a shower or bath, she would normally just watch. Oscar tries to hop in with you.
He actually does. I'll be taking a bath, and he will literally lay on my chest while I'm in the bathtub. Oscar has helped our senior dog as well with grieving, because our old cat that had passed, my dog and her, they grew up together. So now Oscar has kind of brought out that puppy in my dog. It's important to adopt from Maclean. There are so many animals there, ranging from, kittens to there's some older cats, older dogs as well, and they all need living homes.
Oscar, he's sometimes he's good, but sometimes he's really bad, but I like having cats because that's just one of my favorite animals, and because they're really loving.
We are so glad we chose him, and he's a great addition to our family.
So Tanana was a rescue that was born in the middle of winter, and she was picked up by a rescue, and I didn't need a dog, but I knew she needed me, and it was I had just moved out of my parents' house, and so I was missing my family dogs a lot, and my fiance's in the military, and so I'm alone a lot of the time, and so I just looked at her, and right away she kind of stole my heart. Adoption's incredibly important. There's already so many dogs in the world that don't have a home. And sometimes I think people forget when they're going to breeders that there are other options. A lot of people don't want to go through the puppy stage, and that's perfectly fine. There are so many adult dogs just looking for a new home in any of the adoption and rescue centers, and it's just a great option to be able to love a dog who hasn't experienced that type of love in their life and still needs to.
We adopted little Kitty in February of this year. I had seen on Facebook a picture of her as being at the shelter for the longest time, and she was such a sweet-looking little kitty cat, and her name was Zero, and we went over there and fell in love with her right away. At least I did. We were trying to decide on a name for her because Zero just didn't suit her at all. Because I was Kitty when I was a little child, Dave decided that she would be Little Kitty. She was a stray when she was picked up, and she was at the shelter almost 9 months, I believe. And it showed. She knew how to be a cat, but she did not know how to be a pet. And now she wants all the petting and scritching in the world, so she is fast becoming our pet. The pets offer a lot of joy to my life. An older cat, even one like a little Kitty who has all these issues from being a stray, she is allowing us to teach her these things. So she's patient with us also.
It was actually a client of mine through work that told me about Boss, and he had been adopted by a gal, and then he came back to Maclean, and I was like, okay, he's got to come home with me, because I've always loved pit bulls because I used to be a dog groomer. He's just really fit in with our little pack. I don't know a huge amount of his backstory. The biggest that I learned from Nikki and all them is he came from a hoarding kind of situation with, I believe it was 12 or 13 other dogs. He's lazy. He just likes to sleep all day. He snores like a freight train, and he fit in perfectly. Like, he loves my cat, he loves my toddlers, he loves Demon and Frey, which is my other two, and he's just a perfect fit. I think Maclean Animal Adoption Center is great, just giving them another chance, really, because I mean, he's 8 years old next month, so I don't know if what really would have happened, because he went through 3 shelters. He was with Canine Rescue, and then Deadman, and then finally Maclean. So probably the breed, honestly. They have a horrible reputation, but they're the best dogs. Like, I've gotten more bites from little dogs. Like, I don't mind little dogs, I love them. I mean, I have one myself, but pitties just have this horrible rep, and it's really not that. They're amazing animals.
Yeah.